Hi there, welcome back to the dojo. You're watching Comic Book Black Belt. I'm Russ Leach, I'm the Comic Book Black Belt. And this is another video log of Only Death Can Save Us. So it's one of a set of videos that's cataloguing the production of my new graphic novel, which is Bronze Age inspired, both the art and the storyline. It's very action orientated, but with lots of cosmic overtones thrown in. So in the last video I showed how I produced the turnaround for D, who's the main character, Death, and part of the support cast are the three other characters that sit with Death as part of the Four Horsemen, or as they're termed in the past, in the ancient past, the Pillars of Creation. And they're a force for good, but it's very much a cosmic good. It's not superhero-y. They're based in antiquity. They're part of the structure of reality, as it were, the hierarchy that goes into the creation of the universe in which these guys sit. And to be honest, you don't see an awful lot of them. You see them in the first scene, and then some other stuff plays out later on, and they will be coming back in a second book. But they had to be rounded out, they had to be fleshed out characters, very much based in the Four Horsemen. So it's Famine, who you're seeing at the moment, which is spelled F-A-M-E-E-N, so it's a play on the words famine. You've got War, W-A-R-R, and Conquest, which is spelled with a K, and the whole idea being that their names have been adjusted or misheard, whatever it is, along the way through eons. They're creatures of antiquity, and our society or our civilization has kind of heard the names, but other civilizations, alien ones, would have heard them as well, and that's how their names have been passed down to us. Like I say, I don't want to get too much into the world building of it or how that all works, because I'll talk a little bit more about that in an upcoming video. This is really about getting the characters right. These guys are the support cast, but they still need to be fleshed out. They still need to be given a proper look. As I was saying before in a previous video, I really want to give it this godlike look, very much like an Asgard, Marvel, Thor kind of feel to it. And hopefully I'm getting that right. I'm certainly enjoying producing those characters. These characters won't see a huge amount of, they won't get a huge amount of airtime in the first book, but they're very important to know about and very important for them to be there. And as such, they need to be drawn, and their costumes, their look, their feel, how they hold themselves, it all needs to be worked out visually. So this video is effectively just me showing you that the pencils on this. I'll still have to do turnarounds for all of them, because they will be showing up in later books, quite substantially actually. And what I can't do is show you D until the book is released, because there's a bit of a twist as far, sorry, not D, Chrissy, who is the other half of the two main character set. I can't show you her because there's kind of a twist as to how she becomes what she's to become, and how that works in with D at the end of the story. So I won't be able to show you D, but I can show you these guys. I'll also be able to show you in the next video. I'll go through the bad guys and show you the Horde and the main guy, Satana. So as you can see, there's lots of bootstraps going on here, and belts and buckles and chainmail, big muscles and what have you. It's all just fun, basically. It's visual fun. I suppose you could say some of the muscles are a bit over the top, so it might be a little bit of a nod to the 90s as well, although it won't be the same bombastic over the topness that the 90s comics produced. It definitely will have far more of a nod to the aesthetics of the Bronze Age, more sort of somewhere between sort of Buscema and Kirby, somewhere in the mix there. Obviously nowhere near their fabulous standards, because I couldn't hope to be a fraction of what they were, but they have definitely inspired me, though, all those artists from that time, and hopefully you'll be able to see some of that in the pages of the book, and also in the character designs that I'm showing in this video now. So I'm close to the end there. You see, I'm using a hammer. He's got a massive hammer on his back there, but he's also tooled up with lots of other bits and pieces like blades and what have you. Thoroughly enjoyable. It's quite cathartic to actually see this, because I'm sitting here watching the sped up version that you're watching actually, and it's very interesting to see it all come together like this, and it is, like I say, it's cathartic as well, the process of actually creating characters. It's a wonderful process, but you do have to be careful not to get too lost in it. You've got to get on and make those pages. You've got to get on and make the book, which is what I'm in the process of doing right now. I have a space between projects, and it's allowing me to get on and do all the pencils for the rest of the pages of the book. The book is aimed to be a 58-page book plus other bits and bobs that I can put in, so it could well be a sort of up towards 70 or 80 pages of book, and that will be confirmed with the crowdfunding once I get there. I'm aiming for September, so we'll see how we do on that. This final costume on Conquest, I wanted to give it sort of like, I wanted a sort of a slotted, shiny, metallic feel to it, but felt afterwards that it didn't quite work. So you'll see what I'm doing here. The basics stayed the same. I still went with the sphere on the top, sort of like the spear, and then the mace. That's the word I'm looking for. A mace at the top, and I bound her arms and gave her a ripped cloak, and horns on her headgear. And I kind of kept those elements to it, but the binding and the striping, and the banding of the metal, it didn't do it for me. So I actually ended up coming back to this design, as you'll see right at the end. So I've kept in the screen capture of me actually drawing it all out, but then right at the end you'll see a quick clip of the finished costume, and I wanted to. I mean, I'll be blatant about it. It was a bit more hella. Those, that's kind of where it came from. I wanted her to be sexy. Obviously, you want to have a sexy character, and I don't mean that just in a feminine way. I mean, like the male characters, I wanted them to be sexy as well. I wanted them to be, quite sort of brutish and perfect. And I wanted the same thing for her and her form to show that, but at the same time I wanted to have an air of mystery about her, and also a real menace. She is on the good guy side, as it were, but you'll see from the story that things change. Things are kind of changed up throughout the whole story arc, and we'll see a real journey from Conquest, and her relationship with Dee, and with war in general. So just going for that final side panel view, it just on the profile view on her face, on her head. It's important to get these things right when you're doing the turnarounds, because I think I probably mentioned it in the previous video. You just want to make sure that you've got it just the way you want it, that you understand where every aspect of the character's features reside. Knowing that she's got bound hair, or that a particular part of a costume sits in a particular place. It's very, very important. So you've got this whole three-dimensional idea that you can constantly reference while you're producing pages, so that you make sure that you've got a constant perception of the character you're drawing, and that people don't get confused and wonder, what's that character, or what's another character. So So there you go. Really, that's about it. Like I say, just at the end here, you're going to be seeing the final costume where I've amended it and adapted it. But those are the three guys from the Four Horsemen that are part of the Pillars of Creation, as they're known, with D. And in the next video, like I say, I'll be showing the Horde and also the main bad guy Satana, and effectively the character creation process for them. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you like what you've been watching, please hit like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel. That would be really cool. Thank you very much to all those people who have subscribed. It's the count is getting higher. It's very slow because I haven't been putting enough content up because I've been working, but thank you so much. Like I say this every time, it's really humbling to have people watch my videos and want to find out what I'm doing. Come over and follow me on Instagram. All the links to Instagram, to Twitter, to Facebook, they're all in the description for this video. You can find me at russleach.com, comicbookblackbelt.com. You can go over to onlydeathcansavus.com, find out if there's any updates there. I will be putting more artwork up there, and hit the subscribe button here. But also, if you could get on the email list, I'll be able to fill you in with the latest updates on the book as they come available. I won't be filling your inbox up with lots of rubbish. It will just be the important stuff. So that's about it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've got any ideas about your own creations, if you've got your own comic books, your own channel, if you've got any tips or tricks for me, how I can improve my artwork, please leave a message in the comments section, and always interested in having a conversation about art, and specifically comic book art. But like I say, that's it for now. Thanks very much for joining me in the dojo today, and I'll be back with another video again real soon. Bye bye. Thanks for watching Comic Book Black Belt. If you've enjoyed the content from this video, please like, share or subscribe, and come over and follow me on Twitter. It's been great having you in the dojo. See you again soon.